Hello, everybody! Hopefully, oh,
We have some echo.
we have an echo. But that doesn't mean we cannot say welcome.
Welcome!
Everything is fine.
It's me, the echo.
It's fine. This is people, the chat keepers. So welcome to our second ever Panoptic II live stream and Patreon Q&A. We should find a snappier name for those, but that's what we're going with for. And thanks for tuning in. As was the case last time, please get comfy, get a snack, get a drink. We'll be here for approximately 1 hour, maybe a little shorter, to walk you through the latest updates that we've made for the game, answer some questions and suggestions that we got since last time, and just basically give you an overview of what's going on with us. Speaking of questions, by the way, reminder that patrons at Challenger and above can interact and write in the chat during those live streams. So if you have an additional question or reactions, you can put them in there, and we'll look at them once we reach the Q&A portion. So today we will follow a very similar structure as last month. We didn't want to fix something that wasn't completely broken. And so we'll first start with a quick update from the Patreon by Reshma. Then we'll go into more development news, and you're going to see some new stuff that we've been working on. Then we're going to answer those questions and do the Q&A portion of the live stream. And then we will close things out with a few announcements again that we have. Okay, so I guess I'm going to try to get all the hardware we need to transition things smoothly. And Reshma, why don't you give us an update on the Patreon?
Okay. So, to begin with, let's talk numbers. As usual, you can see those data on a Patreon page because we want full transparency. But here's an overview of the total numbers of supporters. We have two main takeaways from the graph. First, we're happy to see that the number of free members have climbed up to 40, so 10 more than last month. And the other big trend is the steady number of paid members, staying at 25 members this month. And so we wanted to thank you for staying with us. That means a lot. And of course, this is the perfect opportunity to emphasize again how word of mouth is very important. So if you think of any channels we could use to amplify our reach, please let us know. Next slide is the break. So as expected, the breakdown of World against the paid members is steady, like I just said. So again, thank you. Which brings us to the total support we currently receive is 219 euros, so approximately $260. So this is lower than last month because last month was 260 euros for $300. So how come this the total members is the same, but the income is lower? So after some digging, we discovered this was caused by a mix-up in accounts. So one generous overseers paid twice, and they canceled their memberships to resubscribe for the right account. So yeah, that's why, but don't worry, we spoke to them, so it's perfect, and we're cool.
Of course we are cool.
And last time, let's wrap this up with looking at the posts that were most popular over the last 30 days. And this time, there was a wider spread in the sort of the post that got viewed, with the poll asking for the favorite map, which we took the lead. And we also got the chance to have Estelle, our intern, introduce themselves and even provide a fun little bonus with a knitting pattern for an overseer-themed headband.
And you can see it works because this is the sample that she needed while.
Yes, it's here. It's real.
It doesn't really fit with my head, and I will not try it because I can try just for you.
If that's not the perk of being on Patreon, look at this. So now you can go to the gym with the wrapping Panoptic.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay for my head. If I go to the gym, I will go to the gym with that.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Okay, I will keep that until the end of the Patreon news.
Speaking of which, I should have switched the section.
Then I will.
Okay, but thank you, Reshma, for this. So as usual, we'll continue showing the evolution month to month, and now we can go into the development update. And there's been a lot happening on that front, which. Fortunate, I guess, because it's been a month, and we're gearing up to releasing the first early build to Challenger patrons and above. And yes, you heard that right. It's getting close now. We're gonna be releasing that soon. And just to make sure that everybody is on the same page, when we say early build, we really mean it. It's what we consider like pre-alpha or prototype build with
Snapshot?
Or snapshot, development snapshot's probably a better term. But so yeah, it's definitely gonna have like some rough edges, but it should have enough meat on the bone so that you and your friends can play a first map and have some fun together. The idea for us is to give this build a spin next week at a local event, just making sure that everything like is okay. It's not gonna make anything explode or whatever, and then package this and releasing it to the patrons a few days after. Then over the month of March, we're gonna work on polishing the experience of that first snapshot until a proper like alpha release or first. We need to find a better nomenclature for this, but like an official release.
I think we completely diverge on the name of like I don't know, orb release.
Yeah, an orb release.
An orb release.
So we'll see. But anyway, that means that between now and the next live session that we do, you might just have played your first rounds of Panoptic II. So that's exciting. And regarding what you're going to find in that build, there's a few things we can show you. So the first one is an update on the level that we've been working on. So we've continue improving the look and feel of the level that we presented last time. And if you remember, it was a lot of white materials with like some deeper grids. And now, as you can see with the footage here that we recorded, there is a bit more texture, and most importantly, the level is a bit more in context. So now you can see that it is like a majestic amphitheater that's like nestled into a cliff. So that's much more in line with the grandiose environments of the usual Panoptic levels. So basically what you see here is a fly through that follow roughly the path that the challengers are going to take for to reach the mask that they have to steal from the overseer before turning around and going the other way with that mask to well, get away with it. And so you can see that if you remember the very first footage that we showed of the prototype that we made, it was already roughly the same sort of organization of the level, but this has been like much refined. You have like this orb, for example, has changed location and is now a bit more like prominent, and it's a bit more interesting to play around that bit of the level. Or there's now a full building that surrounds the door that you have to go through before reaching the ending part of the level. So really, the idea has been like to take this general concept of a level and work on it and refine it until we can have enough like tension in the gameplay, but not too much, and give room for the challenger to hide sometimes, but also sometimes have to be exposed. And it's a delicate balance to have, but that's sort of where we are right now. So this is also like one of the first outside level of Panoptic. There's been or in this case Panoptic II. There's been a few places where we've had an open sky, but this is really taking it to the next level. So this is it. Another thing that's of course like missing from this level for now, it's the mood and the atmosphere of what you can expect in a panoptic map. Sorry, and so that's what we're showing you right now. We are also working on the lighting of the level. So these are all screenshots made by Lucal over the past few days while researching color schemes and lighting schemes for the level. So as you can see, it's different shots, a couple of shots for each lighting situation in different like conditions, and it can drastically change the look and feel of the level. So the idea is to, of course, be dramatic with that lighting and make really the level pop. And the discussion now is still ongoing with the team. We're reaching a consensus, so normally like what you're gonna get is gonna be much closer to what we all like collectively agree would be good for the level. But it's an interesting look to see like how much just changing the lights can change. Of course, I'm gonna mention as a usual disclaimer that these screenshots are using very like temporary debug lighting options. So basically, we just put a lot of elements in there. We could quickly change the color to see how it roughly feels. The final lighting of the level is going to be a bit more integrated. So that's something that's going to happen. But there's something else that's missing in that level, and that makes it feel a lot very empty. It's we don't have our good old little beings in there. So those actually have also made jump into the new version of the code, and I think we can show off a bit of the new system here. And so I think people might need a little bit of explaining for what they're seeing there.
Yeah, what you see here, it's being working, floating for now on the nav mesh. Then the nav mesh is basically the mesh that compute the path of each being, if you want. For the first panoptic, we choose to something different. That it was also on nav mesh, but with some waypoints that point that they were being was going to point, and sometimes it was not a point but a zone. But it was basically the path was really defined. No, it's more, I would say, organic, but that we want having an AI that fit with modular level, that we can add something without redoing everything on the nav mesh, for example, waypoints. On this nav mesh, you see two zone. In the left zone, it's where the being start, and on the right zone there is one point that I call that interest point. You can see that as a tourist attraction, that if the being are close to, they will want to come and stop a little bit. You can see they come and stop a little bit. In the other zone, if they walk, they will not stop. And in the middle, you can see a red zone. That's a nav mesh zone that when the being cannot stop in this zone. They will never choose a point in this zone. We did that, for example, for the stair, because basically on the stair you don't stop. You walk until you reach a floor, and then you will not stop on the stair. It's to have easily behavior that do not depend on how we not depend on the waypoint and so on, but more on the level design. For example, if I give a level to a game designer that don't know, a level designer that don't know how to code, they will be able to make a level easily with this system. I don't think I forgot something.
No, I think that's a pretty clear explanation,
Yeah.
so thank you. And maybe one additional thing that can be interesting for the people to know is that before, so we had So you were talking about the zone and the waypoints, and those zones were the one really like directing the AI, right? Like or the NPCs. Here it's changed a little bit, right?
Yeah, before there was zone. The zone was deciding where the being go, and each zone was connecting to other zone, and sometimes the zone was open, sometimes it was not. For example, if a door was open or not. Here it's more like there is one big overmind that know every NPC and will decide what each NPC will do when he finish the previous action, basically. Then each NPC receive an action, and when he finish the action, the NPC tell to the overmind, I finished my action. What can I do now? And the overmind responds, for example, oh, please idle, or please go to this point.
Cool. Yeah, thanks. So, as you can see, or if not see, at least intuit by what Thomas just explained, this is a system that really will give us tools to make like more dynamic levels and also introduce new things further along as we develop. Like because if you add actions, correct, like we can broaden the scope of what different types of beings could do or things like that. So this is kind of exciting because it's going to give us those tools and eventually maybe give you those tools. But that's not all. There's something else that's been cooking in the background, and it's actually a second map for the game because as the first one is like crystallizing into something that's playable that we're gonna publish without like tweaking it endlessly. We've also started working on a second one which has a different concept. It's based more on verticality. So here you can see some early design sketches and then some early screenshots of the block out of the gray boxing of the level. The idea is to be in some sort of like chimney or silo where you have to climb down as a challenger. And on your way down, you're going to have some levers or some mechanism you have to activate, and once the 2 or 3 levers that you have to activate are activated, it's gonna let you reach the mask that's at the bottom of that silo, and you have a certain amount of time to grab it and then continue underground to basically exfiltrate the mask and get away with your heist. And the idea here is that rather than having like a big open geometry, it's going to be a lot more like small walkways, rickety gantries and things like this, with a much more industrial feel to the level. You can think of the Foundry for the first game or the Crucible maybe as some touchstones. So that's it. Of course, there's been a few other things going on. Work on the UI of the game has been ongoing. It should be not in the snapshots, but in the orb release. Let's go with this.
Orb release. I like this.
The actual release later on. But so hopefully you liked what you've seen here. You've seen like stuff progressing, and it's gonna be another big jump between now and next live. And so now we should find where I need to press to go to the Q&A section of the
If you don't press, we can go to the Q&A section.
We can still go to the Q&A section, but you know how I am. I'm really like.
You need
I need to have a reminder on the screen that says like okay.
We are in the Q&A section.
So the first question, I'm going to lump together questions and suggestions at the same time. So the first suggestion here request was eye tracking support. Because on the new Steam frame, they have eye tracking that seems pretty accurate, and people would love it if the overseer had a single eye that moved independently of the head position of the player. Then the beam of light and the laser would follow your eyes instead of your head position. We have tested the Steam frame briefly, also played with PSVR 2, of course. And so, since we've had a chance to test eye tracking, it's definitely been like at the top of our mind. Like, it seems a very natural fit for the game to have the overseer use eye tracking. and especially because we noticed that there's a technique that was used by overseers in the first game where you would point your head somewhere and then look sideways with your eyes, because usually the field of view is bigger than just the radius of the light, and so you could like fake out challengers by looking seemingly away and actually looking at them in your peripheral vision. And so eye tracking would prevent that sort of I'm gonna call it cheating, but it's not really cheating, but this exploit.
Yeah, exploit. Ooh,
Yeah.
Power move.
Yeah, the power move of the oversteer. So, of course, like it would be very interesting and more natural feeling to have the light move like this. And we even discussed adding on platforms that don't have eye tracking, adding some sort of like fake eye movements. But the challenge, as with a lot of changes like this, is we need to be careful of the knock-on effects. Like eye tracking is precise up to a point, but when you have to really aim a laser inside like small buildings or into like a window or something, you really have to make sure that the players are not frustrated by the aiming. So we'll be careful to consider how we
need to test it.
Exactly.
We need to find a good way to do that, and if it's possible, and if we can do that, and it will be, of course, be able to opt out.
Of course, definitely. And it's but the big barrier for now for us is we need to have access to the hardware. So once that happens, then we can
probably ask to Steam to accept our request to have a Steam frame.
If lots of people like clamor on the
we ask for the Steam frame and we wait for an answer.
So Valve, if you're watching this,
please
get in your requests. Anyway, so
the fun fact was first time that we did Panoptic 1 because Valve give us
some headsets.
Some headsets. Then maybe you can redo that.
Yeah, for sure.
Please.
Okay. So another request was having the original Panoptic 1 maps available to play inside Panoptic 2. So that's a tricky one, and mostly because the maps of Panoptic 1 were designed as 1v1 and not at all like thinking about multiple challengers. We were discussing just before with everybody, like the crystal mine, for example, when you have three
orb to break.
Yeah, you cannot cover everything as the overseer. So like you would look at one and then the other two were free to just destroy everything in your back. That wouldn't be a great experience.
For the overseer, but for the player.
I guess so. Like if you lose like enough time as the challenger in one session, then we unlock just like the map and they can just have your fun, just win this one.
Bully the overseer.
But so definitely this and performance also could be an issue, because even though Panoptic is a bit of an older game now, the maps were made to run on a PC, a fairly beefy PC, and not really for the Quest. So
Steam ready PC, by the way.
Yeah, Steam VR ready PC. Yeah, so definitely. So we do love the original levels. We're very attached to them. So you might find some of them make some sort of appearance in a way, but in terms of gameplay and also in terms of the evolution of the visual design that we want to bring to the game, that it's probably not going to be a one-to-one copy of the maps for sure. Then there was a question about VR challenger support, and that's like being able to play as a little guy in VR would be fun. It's been a long-standing request since the first Panoptic actually, and of course, as VR devs, we know. We understand the appeal, and seeing those big environments as with the perspective of a challenger would be, of course, like very cool. But first things first is definitely it's not on the docket for the first few builds. We want to focus on the core intended experience, which is asymmetric gameplay with one person in VR and the other ones on a flat screen. But we will surely like test it at some point down the line. If budgets and timing and everything are not an issue, we can see the fun. Like you could emote with your your hands. We could like record like cool natural movement, etc. There's a lot of stuff we could do with this. But like I was imagining peeking around the corner to see if the overseer is like looking at you and stuff like this. Like it's
Yeah.
I think
Tricky.
fun for the challenger, but then and that's you can see the programmer talking like it's fun for the challenger to do in VR, but tricky for the programmer to make work with the rest of the design. We would need to have smooth locomotion. Smooth locomotion is not super comfortable, so that would be like a accessibility hurdle. If we offer like a wide range of movement, like if we let you say like hello to the overseer to turn them as a challenger, how are you gonna ever be able to like mimic the movements of the NPCs? Because the NPCs are gonna be like walking in a certain way. Either we would have to adapt the walking of the NPCs so that they would look more like normal humans, or you would have to do something with your hands. There's again a whole bunch of design issues that we would need to solve. So yeah, it's on our radar, but definitely not committing to it at this stage, because there's already enough to do with the main model for you, right? Then there was a question about whether we would be sending copies to YouTubers to increase the scope of the audience. And for example, they were citing Game Grumps, played Panoptic and really appreciated it, and maybe Markiplier or some other YouTuber. So I'm going to turn over to our head of communications, Reshma.
So yes, the answer is absolutely. We were pretty humbled when Game Grumps did their review, even though it was like an early Panoptic, not the final version.
Yeah.
But yes, it was super nice to see, and we will definitely try to send something to YouTubers.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's
Yeah.
it's good. And we also had what was the other? Node, I think, was the channel that also did a
Oh, yes.
couple two videos.
Two videos. One because they liked the game. The second because we asked.
Yeah. So it definitely was already part of the strategy. So
we did that.
There you go. I didn't remember that we. The ominous noise that you might not have heard, but let's see if everything continues as planned. Let's rush through the last question. The last question or recommendation that we got was to have a green light, red light game where you could have like, let's say, 30 challengers against the overseer, and that was a fantastic idea. Like, there was a really fun suggestion to read. And if we can make a lot of player happen, again, it's always depending on optimization and everything works correctly. But it could be a good idea, because there's very little chance that the main game will support. I'm gonna say like 30. Yeah, if we use the number 30, like, can you imagine having to design maps that scale from 1v1 to 30v1? Like,
Yes,
And also for the performance, 30 challenger on the same. I don't think it will. It's possible, but not our scale.
yeah,
No.
see, it's so that would be a long shot. But we discussed already having like alternate game modes or specific like more limited maps maybe. So that could be a thing to do. Like, if you can have like special game modes where you could have like a big party game or streamer mode or something like this. That could be an idea. But yeah, definitely, if anybody has more ideas of wacky game modes that we could.
Okay. Please.
We promised you a behind the scene look. Never mind. This is not a stage.
We need to tell to people that we stream on our desk, and each time we reshape the desk at the office to look like
A set.
the set, but the duct tape this time was not the quality as expected. I look at the duct tape now.
But at least nobody was harmed, so we can carry on. And so yeah, if you have any other ideas for game modes, can you
Or duct tape.
you can find better.
A good mark of duct tape.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
we take it.
Perfect. Was there anything in the chat? Which
Whoa.
yeah, sorry, it was just
Trying
this
to
but
read.
this is very tiny. I did not anticipate this.
Tinier.
Yep, no, that's not better. So thanks for the reactions while we were showing off the maps and nobody was hurt, including the small overseer. The small overseer is
Still alive somewhere.
is still alive. Toba is gonna fetch it so that you can see that it's alive and well. It was a very gentle fall, so don't
Yes.
worry.
It's okay.
There you go. Here it is. Our very own tiny overseer is still there. He hasn't zapped anyone with a laser. He can put the headband now. Or no,
It's
he has to.
too
Yeah,
tiny over here.
We can ask Estelle to make like a tiny headband for the tiny
That
overseer.
would be great.
Anyway, yeah. So that will conclude the Q&A part of the stream. And now this is where I need to click. There you go. And now, as we said, we're gonna wrap up things with a few little announcements. And the first one is a big secret that we're gonna reveal now, because you've seen
Big secret.
a huge,
Okay.
incredible secret.
wow.
You tease the thing after it will. I will make a cake.
Yeah.
Okay, Bastien.
No. But so you've seen a lot of work done on level design. So the first one and the new map, and actually a lot of that work is thanks to a new intern that joined the team a few weeks ago, who is called Alban. So yeah, we have to do the couch shuffle because
I'm a little bit disappointed.
Hello,
because
everyone.
I was thinking that the big secret was a thing that I don't know or I know.
sorry.
Hi, Alban.
Hi.
So
So I'm the second intern as Estelle. I worked on the level design for the first level, and I worked in the concept for the second level. I also do taping. That's why I'm the intern.
No, it's the mark of the duct tape. It's not you.
So what can I say? I was a student with Bastien and Thomas. I'm here since 3 weeks now. I'm enjoying a lot, and I hope you will enjoy the work I did.
If I need to
Sure.
add something, we are really blessed with our intern now. Alban and Estelle did a lot of good work. You can see Estelle, it's a little bit tricky because she developed as us, and then if you don't see the work of Estelle, it's because she worked really well. But Alban, the level design of the first level, I think you bring some really good enhancement on the level.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's really great to see everything come together, and yeah, and I'm really already excited about the second map. So yeah, no pressure. And if you're curious to hear more or read more about Alban, I think there's a presentation post going on the Patreon at some point.
Maybe next Monday or Tuesday.
Yes, Monday would be
Yeah.
Monday would be nice.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So yeah, I wasn't gonna make anybody commit to a date, but in the near future, look forward to
Even me.
Maybe Wednesday.
Maybe next year.
next year when he does the second internship. No, anyway. So now we have another few announcements. If you are in Brussels next week on Monday, we will be showcasing, as I was saying earlier, Panoptic II at the Anima Festival during the Brocharo event. So if you go on brotherhood.be or the website for Anima, you might find it.
We also announced that on
Instagram. There's an Instagram post.
Yeah.
We will redo that.
Every link is there, so yeah.
So there you go. So if you want to have a sneak peek and you're locally there, I guess you can come and say hi. But following that, as I say, I repeat this because it's important. We will release the first development snapshots shortly after. And now another teasing, which sorry, you know this one as well. That's because we prepared these things.
It's not okay.
It's still not a cake, but it's more like a plate because we're working on a version of the soundtrack of Panoptic II, which we're going to release soon. TM again, not going to give a firm date yet, but because we're mostly focused on the new game itself, but we're continuing and we're preparing a version of the tracks of the first game. And we're going to communicate, of course, when that's available. So that's coming up.
And it will be available for Overseer freely, because they will receive all the music from Panoptic 1 and 2.
Indeed. So there you go. And finally, we have another event coming up because we're going to do another live stream, but not here,
Not here, in a more professional place.
Yeah.
In Belgium, you have a channel named XP, YXPA.
Yeah.
XP, like XP. I don't know how to say that.
Yeah.
We'll probably communicate about that. We will be there the 4th of March. From 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. Then it will be 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and we will stream Panoptic 1 and talk about Panoptic 1, Panoptic 2, and so on. It will be in French. Sorry for English only speaker. But if you are available, don't hesitate to come and support us. We'll be happy to see you there.
There you go. I think that's everything. Did I forget?
No, I think you wrapped it up pretty nice.
You didn't forget something? I don't think so.
Perfect.
Yeah. There is another.
Yeah, message. This is one other thing that we need to solve. That now the chat is very small. But you can go and read, so that you.
I will go and read. Sorry.
This is really.
Alban, could you try try talking up fishing as a hobby instead of duct taping? It's a private joke.
Yeah, it's a private.
Okay, and with that private joke, we're going to close this up. Thank you again for.
About fishing.
Yeah.
You fish? No.
No. Still don't like fishing.
And don't hesitate to comment. Let us know your ideas that you have and wishes that you have for Panoptic 2, and we'll be glad to answer, to bounce back to that. So yeah, don't hesitate.
Yep.
I'm not a ghost. I'm here, but not on the frame.
Maybe you can switch with Alban for the end.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
It's better. No, so that if people go at the end to see the announcements, they're not like, "Who was talking?" Anyway, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next month. We'll do an event in the Discord, and again, I communicate when we have the dates. But it should be same place, same time.
Same place, same time, same day, because it will be on 18th of March.
Yeah.
And we are on the 18th of February. And don't hesitate to, as I tell Reshma says, don't hesitate to comment under the video because it will be on replay tomorrow or on the day after tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye.